Hi guys, I'm back with another recap of Baddies USA Chapter 1, Season 7, Episode 5, A Fight in the Big Apple. No, a big fight in the Big Apple. Either way, whatever, let's get into it. So it continues off with Krishan and DJ Sky, and Krishan ends up slapping something into Sky's face, and everybody just like taking it back. At this point, Krishan was like, "Listen, I gotta get off the bus. I need some air." So Sapphire goes to check on her, and she was just like, "Listen, I understand how things get down because me and my friend got the same thing, went through the same thing." And she's like, "It's not about this. It's about the principle. Like you saying this, but you doing this, and it's just like." Sometimes you just gotta decompress. So at this time, Sapphire, they calm down. And she was like, "So are you gonna get the stress ball, or are you gonna go mess with the discussion?" Like, "I'm gonna get the stress ball." All right, so she do that, and they go on about their day. By this time, they done pulled up, and Rolly's still trying to like calm the situation down, like talking about you doing this, but doing this, and then Fauna's jumping in, and then Gretch is jumping in. At this point, y'all don't really know them like I know them, so it's like I can voice just opinion, but everybody's just like. Da, 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 da. By this time, Krishan gets back on the bus, and Krishan was just like, I wasn't trying to get active with her. I was basically just telling her how I felt, and she came up to me, and it was just like, yeah, it's given that. So by this time, they pulled up to the house. Natalie's outside waiting. Since they're like on a hill, the tour bus couldn't go up the hill, so they basically had to get off and each go on a sprinter to take them up the hill. Um, Mariah, Anna, Tasiki, they get there first. They go into the house. Basically, Natalie's outside greeting everybody. They go and see this extravagant, beautiful house. Everybody starts pulling up little by little. Rolly and them get out. They go in the house too. Everybody gets in the house and things are going good. By this time, Tavy gets there, Tommy gets there, and it's up and stuck between them. They're going back and forth, talking about how, yeah, she called me DMX and all this other stuff, but it's just like, Tavy might not think of it as a joke, so the others might think of it as a joke, but she's not thinking of it. Once you have that New York mentality, everything doesn't go afloat. It's either up and it's stuck, so it's giving those vibes. So them two get active. They go like about 4 or 5 rounds. Tavy mushed her first, then Tavy punched her. It was like Tavy really got Tommy. Like when you really think about it, she really got her. She's talking about how she don't got no guns or nothing with her. Girl, you can fight normally, but it is what it is. So everybody's trying to defuse that situation. And then when Biggie and them get in there, they're talking about how Krishan got into it with DJ Sky and Taseki like in a confessional. How are you trying to beat down person that you basically started this whole thing with? Like, it doesn't make any sense for me at this point. So it's like it's up from there. It's a whole bunch of everything. By this time, they break up the fight between Tavy and Tommy. Most of the girls go into the kitchen. Rolly and Sky is talking to her. Then, but that whole situation goes through. Nunu wanted to say something to Cole Killer, and Fana was like, "No, we talked about this. Like, we had a conversation. You said you wasn't going to say anything to her, and she wasn't going to say anything to you. But at the same time, Coca was just like, nah, just let her talk, see what she gotta say. So basically, they talk about how Kay Rican did some things or whatever the case may be. And I said, why are you talking about somebody that's not even here? So them two end up getting into fights and whatever the case may be. At the some point, it's like fights over there, fights over there, fights over there, fights over there, and it's just like, bro, let it die out. At this time, Nolly takes Tinka and Tavy and them get back into it because Tommy threw a drink at Tavy. Tavy throws a drink back at Tommy. They kept going blows to blows to blows, and it's like, bro, we are gonna break it up. Nunu and her still going. Nunu and Killer still going at it. By this time, Nunu's in the corner. She starts singing about a song like, "You could not get in," and it's like, "No, we're not gonna do that. You doing too much at this point." So Tavy is going upstairs. Killer's upstairs, and they're talking whatever it be. Tommy ends up coming into the room, antagonizing again. It's like, bro, let it go. It's not that serious. Like, you making it more than what it is, okay? You was gonna do this, da da da. But it's just like, no, y'all just making it worse. By this time, that whole stuff dies down. They get ready to go to rehearsal. They go down to Club Drama, down to 42nd Street, and Kashawn's having a conversation by herself. She ends up seeing Biggie, then they start talking about those. Biggie knows some stuff, and then it's just like when Krishan's telling her, it's just like it's not making sense to Biggie, so it's like basically confusing. She basically told her, "Stop acting like you dumb, stop acting like you slow, Biggie." And I'm telling you what's the issue. Like, listen, not for nothing. Like she really don't care, but it's like at the same time she's trying to be understanding because she messes with both of them. So by this time, Tasiki done came in and Marsh then came in, and it was just like certain things were being said, and that they both said they don't mess with each other. So then now Anna comes in, she gives everybody their hugs and whatever the case may be. And then she starts, Tasiki starts talking to Marsh. Marsh felt like it was cool, whatever, but at the same time, Marsh was like, "Don't get in my face." Tasiki was just basically talking at arm's length, and next thing you know, Marsh ended up pushing on her. And Tasiki took off her jacket and was just like, you never do that to me. They ended up getting active too. Tasiki was dragging her up and down the floor. And it was just like, whoa. And then they got to the point where Marsh was about to stomp on Tasiki's head. Rolly peeped that was like, nah, we're not about to do that. Mind you, was trying to stand there like, you're weird and all that other stuff. It's just like, bro, make it make sense. Yeah, they didn't even get to doing anything. This was before the rehearsal. Like, bro, y'all gotta let this drama go down. It's not even that serious. But anyways, that was this episode. Next week, more active. We're gonna see if we get to the bottom of this. So, with that being said, hopefully you enjoyed this recap, and I'll see y'all the next one. Bye.